the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia osan a flag bearer edema NPP amanyɔkuo no yɛbɛkae a ɔkɔhyia Ghana Chamber of Commerce a na wɔne wɔn ɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ ɛna ɔka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ ɛkwan a Ghana Revenue Authority a yɛtwa ne tia ɛfrɛ no GRA kwan a wɔn ɛfa so ɛgye wɔn tax no ɛka me yɛ sɛ ɛmmoa ɛma Ghana business ɛntumpɔn because GRA set target ɛde ma ne ho a ɛyɛ a na ɔpɛ sɛ by all means ɔno GRA emiti target no nti afei deɛ sɛ woyɛ business na sɛ wontua a even o tax kora nwie na woka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ nya abotire betua esan sɛ GRA pɛ sɛ ɔno exceed ne target nti no na ama wɔn harasse adwumayɛfoɔ no a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa nti yɛbɛfa different alternative ɛde agye tax without harassing business sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛgyina na ɛno ɛna Adongo Adongo a ɔno ɛyɛ NDC MP sɛ oh Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɔboa nsɛm no a ɔka no nyinaa nya adeɛ sɛ nokura biara wɔ mu ɛna ɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm ano wie ɛna Dennis Miracle Aboagye sɛ gyina hɔ yi na adeɛ ɛbɛ yi ɛwɔ yɛnkɔ tie Dennis Miracle Aboagye.
To the extent that one becker said Dr. Bawumia ɛyɛ head of economic management team. Na onim kwanya GRA faso ɛyɛ ɔmo adwuma na ɔbɛka sɛ GRA harass business people. Almost ɔmo gye tumi enye ye. Dennis.
Mark Amedase. Did kind GRA and find Yano Biama. We should put that around.
Okay, GRA adwumayɛfoɔ.
Exactly. Okay.
Good.
GRA hasn't responded. BM Dr. Bawumia and yet Dr. Bawumia na kase GRA for harass adwumayɛfoɔ businessmen traders Nsem-Pii KJP Edum Abosi Okan Guta AGI Omo na eka about some of the challenges and difficulties that Omo film on day-to-day basis in running on businesses when it comes to DRA. Oh, okay. Embra DRA. That's where I'm a part of the businessman office. Omo no money be omo shop. No money pon. Okay.
Yeah.
Emma, Guta for a complaint yes. A press conferences now. In fact, there is one headliner. May kind of afford them out. I say Guta charges members to resist GRA harassment. MyEnjoyOnline.com. I send it copy amount.
Okay. Yeah.
Another one. Mesaka. Exactly. Me sign Akai. Another one also. Ewaha. I say headline. I say GRA condemned harassment by Guta condemned harassment by GRA officials. And about Traders Advocacy Group almost say stop misleading Ghanaians. Traders Advocacy Group tells GRA. Affording now, we know, and yet and necrambo awesome and awesome. And everybody in this country recalls how the traders in this country, the businessmen in this country complained about the approach. But there's a big difference. It's here on Aboagye, you didn't learn now. The approach by the Ghana Revenue Authority, that is where the conversation is. And the Vice President of the Republic, all responsibility say, Obeshena Omayimuno Bia Asumbejono, no the Aina Juma. Sorry now, Masendi Amano. Dr. Joseph Obey, Guta President, was say a few days ago, our Central Region branch issued a press conference on this constant harassment and intimidation of traders in the region by GRA officers after their cargoes had passed through the due clearing processes at the port of Tema and released to them. The GRA cannot assign any cogent reason for the harassment of the traders in the Ashanti region, apart from their usual flimsy explanation that Ashanti region only contributes about 12% of national revenue. They also claim that they do not understand why goods in Ashanti region are cheaper than those in the Greater Accra region, failing to recognize the simple fact that purchasing power, demand for goods and services in Accra are higher than any part of the where dear Buta for the casino and your vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Tag for air traders advocacy group for so everybody. Now, the NDC no, and they on about don't go near Mahamano. They should leave us alone if they have no intention. So many intention be I say, or member man yakon anymore. Oh, near to say your mind. Because Ghana to see a queer. Mark, on my very whack scenario be say, oh no, father, after you won't say that radio is one of us. And I all can say, father, now someone said, baby, radio, you want to father, you won't find. So, oh, yeah, you might not have any year back at so. Study 7,000. It will mark over to radio on a pay. Father, and I said, I'm on issue. Now, better, no, what will be on Adongo, Sabi, or you for, or didn't answer, or you say, now, father, born some amount, because not some. Does it make sense? Father and Suma will say, that's not radio, according to Adongo, because father and Suma wouldn't know. A Jumana, oh, yeah, so one year, sending the neighbors or no class of before, because was small. How does this even make sense? How does this even make deductive logical sense?
But no can be said target see and one more pet and nobody set a target at the moment. The mouth target. Let me say for 2 costs you'll be corner 2 kunas or the target number. I'm target. They say I for ye Juma, now pay 50 cities by an infant to a minor. 50 cities no. You been do a radio station owners for, you been do a teacher for, you been do a nurse for, and see, oh no, what dream no, a choir of so about just a target, the mom said, what is the second one, McDonald's or discount? It is a misrun of no material, what the second one, McDonald's. It's a target be a still meeting. Mean to me, there was a next time, no, man, Yenesa, no more faculty, quite for free, quite papa, so I don't go, the logic and no catch you. Say, more be target, or to change, you might to change company. Now say, more be target, say, metia. Nipano, and so you know, cook or cook. You need procedures, you need processes, you need systems. You have to be improving processes, no. You have to be improving systems, no. Because Nipan amount target. Until there's a way to Pakon MPP and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying, say, come 2025, they believe that there is a more prudent, a more improved way you bet to make some of these things without necessarily putting gun to people's head and selecting the truth of people. And nothing over here, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia over the period though, has been doing so many things to improve systems and the structures across the institutions. And GRE is no different. He is committed to say he works with GRE from now to eternity to improve on their processes and the system by harnessing on digitalization. You see, a pekwem be a bit with technology, abe mukakra. I didn't see, and I say, Opesa Oje to a free needs FM Hunti. Let FM be in the studio, not McDavid THD, Kasa. And so also small because I'm McDavid saying, I want the studio. Now, all kind LPM or the pen market, the way to with taxes are original. And no, is it a prudent way of working? What has that got to do with what target the amount? It's the target number want to know. Want to mean your papa be out there for so much. This how they can train the parliament as a wadiana. Now, Vice President can say, yeah, improving processes, no. Yeah, a bit more innovative. Yeah, a bit more creative in the mobilization of our revenue. Adongo. With your new or your head of economic them to Nimian say, your cano, study and toss of war. Who say money? I thought it'd be a home. To me, I pay. And political power painting. Or my neighbor Bokra and Bok to me. That's what the NDC and Adongo are doing. Or my neighbor Bar and Bok near to be. And it's traders and they complain on. I don't go near this day. Forget the traders complain. Businesses they complain on. I don't go near this day. Forget the business complaint. Jerry, put gun to people's head. Slit people's roads. Do whatever they have to do and squeeze it out of them. The Vice President is not saying, say, men could get war. Vice President is not saying, say, men mobilize revenue. No. The Vice President can say, and net 2024, there are more efficient way of mobilizing revenue other than making businesses and SMEs and traders feel harassed. Bajali. Netina Osha, Kwanya, no one more faso, a dejeje at one because I do my foot, you say, one of the strategies are meet one target.
And I'm saying let improve strategy, you know.
Okay.
Because strategy now you know. Who meet with target, you know. Not to move for so many. Still I papa you bet to me first one. You bet meet target, you know. Not still our business is also to me a try. And on yes, I let it show mine. Now so who you so strategy and the business is see refer to it as a harassment. Now so we know target in the business is to go. It's about the wine. So the businesses need to grow so that you can, make more. Anything on my opinion, there are needs for a lot of tax reform. Now, see, to go to Estonia. Estonia has one of the most tax systems you can find in the world, purely ridden on digitalization and technology. And the vice president says, let's begin to infuse this annual way into your revenue mobilization, CR. And only we improve. Say that also on part. Unko the businessman, but still let me to target. That is all. That is all he's saying. I didn't think I was on part. It's a one some miracles. I'm an aquatic shop. No crap pen, no paper. Now, Nippon told you that no market. Or told me that no market. Or told a friend said, Sadi, no market. Adiasa was second home as a aquatic taxes. Whilst we can, that same vein, no. Ensure say you better deploy technology any innovative ways. Sanya maro hina you better own thing for the council. Still a different bit you one. Yet your mind you quay no me. Yet the interview no maybe quay them. What say? Yen yaw ni yen sa. Ni yen sa ni yen na. Once the business people are complaining, yen sa. Once the business people are stressing, yen sa. Keda good of work. Almost say adie ye dey bo man you afa port one market. You chia hoka. After you be good shop more, was what you have a kind say, I didn't know port and one. We efficient. We actually Adongo or company crowd our business. Is this an efficient way of running such a business? Why don't you rather put in place a system and mechanism that would ensure say that check that needs to be done at the port has been done well and done thoroughly? Now even Mark, what do you mean say sending human beings physically to even go and do some of this supervision in the shops of the crown and yet breeding grounds for corruption? Mark, sorry away.
They can be compromised.
Exactly. Okohua de nebia. Esen can nipa ni 20,000. No 5,000. Nipa ni I can't 15,000. So they just 7,000. I go and go so. And you're breeding grounds for corruption. So it is a whack and quack and a cake where you're tax, your friend is saying compliance. And the vice president say, let's improve. Improve it. Creative ways are able to do the side of my way. Why should that be a problem? Why should that be a problem? I make us say, Mr. Joe, when is the Minister of Finance and a GRA target?
Yeah.
But GRA, after Minister of Finance, I'm on target in the management and also set your more target and more do my for. Find out. And tell me a Minister of Finance say, I feel we target 30 million. Management and then the staff share almost a target the money 40 million and not 50 million. And it is not true. Say necessarily targets in a GRA one. The exact target are buying at the moment. No. The GRA management, no, almost at your more management level target. That's a matter of fact. But that even is not the issue. The real issue, they say, if businesses, any traders, any SMEs, these businesses and traders and SMEs, they must survive before we can have an opportunity to take taxes from them. And see, so it's not Dr. Baumia who is complaining. Links them said them out. Dr. Baumia they complaining about harassment.
And the business people.
Exactly. Dr. Baumia is only reiterating the concerns of the business community and the SMEs in Ghana. And Dr. Baumia agrees with them. On we agree. Say process now use no. You better be improving. Businessmen no more Ghana no. Any SMEs no. Omun can't NDC for some person better taxes. No. On taxes when they added to my business summary. It's any phone judge or Makano. Their businessmen can say, you see a tier 1, you see a tier taxes. No, Yama tax regime no compliance, implementation, and enforcement, and yet a bit more efficient, effective, and humane. We know the one the no. More questions. Nipa kakra bi echi. No ma church on maybe about top into what's on public council. We are on the side of the business community. The GRE is with government and they work for government. Government has a responsibility to ensure say Tomu yomo jumana baby to see on me draw my attention on my improving. And that's what government is going to do. And the vice president will continue to do that. The vice president is on the side of the business people. He believes that we must be a bit more efficient and effective in our tax compliance and enforcement system than it is at the moment. You see, the targets will be met. The businessmen will have the right environment for their businesses to thrive. Yenti Adongo, Yenti NDC, Yenti Omwa and Kene, as all African games, and can yes successful. Yes, as you must see in Tum. Yes, as you must see in Jai. The pep beer of my way, as I see you will see the NDC fight against it. Pep progress. NDC is anti-development. And we are not going to listen to them. We believe in possibilities. Including improving the processes of GRE to ensure that GRE workers and staff will have a more convenient, effective, and efficient way of now, at the same time, how much me meet your target? Past businesses, SMEs, any traders, and so embre, no more to me. That is the objective. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and this Uncle Mowe, and he will stop because of Adongo.
But what shall tax amnesty? Yeah, okay. And the other times, there may be sound similar question. Yeah, no right. Isaac Adongo raises a Bema business people no one more entry because one bedroom say Basabasa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be mampenia obetwam grant amnesty and then no nya ntu yakra onya to say bit matrigger action.
I don't know. I think it's about Bawumia kasa on you. No Bawumia kasa no no I try no dey on one pe o tie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e bia sa men kind of broke na on TSB, I don't know what way. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I outlined several tax reforms or did he say come 2025 under his presidency, will be implemented. But also what he said. Several of them. Or say my administration will introduce a very simple citizen and business friendly flat tax regime. A flat tax of a percentage of income for individuals and SMEs. And these individuals and SMEs, they constitute about 98% of businesses in Ghana, with the appropriate exemption threshold set to protect the poor. With the new tax regime, the tax regime should be able to be completed in minutes. We will, as a country, also simplify our complicated corporate tax system and VAT regime. So, tax system. To start the new tax regime system, we would have a clean slate. My government will provide a tax amnesty, that is, a complete exemption from the payment of taxes for a specified period and the waiving of interest and penalties up to a certain year. Up to a certain year to individuals and businesses for failure to file taxes in previous years, so that everyone will start afresh. This is to ensure that these new reforms that I will be introducing will be embraced by all to widen the tax net so we can even reduce the tax burden on the few who are currently paying. Tax digitalization will be implemented across aspects of the tax administration. Everyone will be required to file a very simple tax return electronically through their mobile phone or computer. There will be no manual or paper filing of taxes. Faceless assessment will provide transparency and accountability. There will be no need for GRE to send officers to go sit in shops for people to be compliant. E-invoicing, as is currently being implemented by the GRA, will be extended to all companies and institutions. Estonia, India, Mexico provide very useful models for Ghana in the area of tax administration. And that is what we'll be doing. Mark, so be kasa on. That's why I want to say the panel open to the one. It's ye as what the kasa. And yet I'll be good with the master. Me can't say we are the kind of Dr. Mahmoud Bamiaka about the tax regime in a who said, yeah, Adongo can in a 7,000. So it made nonsense of everything he said. Because I say, the tax amnesty in Ukraine, it will be applied up to a certain year. December 2023, wow, they can be from the past up to December 2023. You see, I don't carry it. So, all these new tax reforms here are being also back on be. Last time I told you, a lot of the businesses, they want to be tax compliant now. But it's a some common day from the past, and I'm minimum to also. If you have the tax penalties in the Crampono, and those who say in the principal, no, into a process of a year, no be in anymore. One shot. Now, yeah, the previous one has to say in terms of here. In the current one is so Fiananka or Betriano or Ma. And no man Peninka say, yeah, the new regime, Beba, yeah, Gidi Sanudi, a better friendlier, a better more embracing, a better widened taxes, a better digitalized. It's the compliance assessment, a better than improved. See, a person successful, yeah. You must be a quite be a mechanic. Tell a bear will be a mechanic, a bebois, near to me at the to one cry into your answer because if I do it here, but to me at the so. Nanocrano, a bear up to a certain period, a certain year. What say? Some people will not pay 2024 taxes because will be announced one mercy. Now, by me, I can just say 2024 amnesty account. Or can up to a certain year, no? I don't go and say. The amnesty Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is proposing is 100% clean sheet. 100% amnesty. It being count, you give me free 100%. That is